Hi there, my name is Osbert Zale, and this is my technical assistant Furby. I was nominated to the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge by Shannon Zhang, and I'd like to thank her for this opportunity. Now, I must admit, it has been more than 24 hours since I was nominated. In my defense though, I'd like to point out that I've made a donation already to the ALS Foundation of Canada within the 24-hour period. And so I consider all of this right now to be sort of the second phase of my efforts. Now, most people are familiar with the publicity campaign of the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge being one of taking a large amount of water and a large amount of ice, placing it in a large bucket and dumping it over one's head. While that in and of itself may hold certain special appeal to some people, I've interpreted the Ice Bucket Challenge much more literally. That is, I have used my considerable technical skills and engineering background to fabricate, now wait for it, a bucket made entirely of ice. Let me fetch it for you. Ta-da! Now, a word of caution. Do not attempt to make an ice bucket at home. Leave it to the professionals. Unless, of course, you want a kitchen floor covered in bits of broken pieces of ice. Kids, you've been warned. Your mother will not be pleased with you. Take it from me. The other questions that may be brewing in people's minds are more related to the fabrication of the bucket itself. Now, why, first of all, would anyone want to make a bucket out of ice? Well, I can tell you a few good reasons. Number one, it's made out of ice. How cool is that? That's a pun. Number two, the contents you place in the bucket are automatically chilled. There's no need to put other ice in the bucket. Three, most buckets and pails these days are made out of plastic. This bucket, as you probably guessed by now, is made out of ice, which is completely natural and environmentally friendly. And number four, there were no animals harmed in the production of this ice bucket. Well, unless you consider my assistant Furby here to be an animal. But I don't consider him to be an animal. He's a stuffed toy. Get over it. And actually not a very good stuffed toy at that. It's amazing what passes for kids' toys these days. So, because Furby is a stuffed toy and doesn't have a bank account to donate to the ALS Foundation, I have bankrolled this project, and my friend Furby here, well, he's done the courageous thing and volunteered to take my place in testing the prototype ice bucket. So, on the count of three, after I fill this bucket with water, I will dump it over Furby and we'll see how this goes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A functioning prototype of an ice bucket. Actually, the test didn't go too badly. No, Furby's all right. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll See if there's any water in here left. Yes, indeed, the ice bucket works. Well, anyway, to summarize, the point I was trying to illustrate is that we need to innovate here, as this was a demonstration that things can be achieved if you try. We need to create new things and new ways of doing things if we want to tackle serious problems like ALS. For you young people out there considering your future, I nominate you all to consider a career in either science or engineering, because the world has a lot of problems that need solving, and ALS is a big problem. So consider a career in medical research. You might be the next one to solve the problem of ALS. Thank you.